Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 23 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And he's coming out of the end zone. The Spartans offense will have plenty of work to do after that return was bottled up. Here he comes. Defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Second down.
And now they have enhanced their degree of difficulty on 2nd and long from the 6. The inside handoff. Shoots through that hole and picks up 5. He's out to the 11. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. See if they stick with that plan on 2nd. He's looking to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. The Spartans are on the move. They'll try the run. At the 45 on his way. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use misdirection in the backfield. Really just get your eyes as a defense on something else and then go the other direction. Nice misdirection play call by this offense.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. They've got him looking wide, but they're going to throw it. Using the quick game. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. The Spartans have pushed it inside the 20. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's got it on the run. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can...
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put an end to pretty quick. Somehow they were able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff. And
hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. On second down, they'll take to the air. And it's incomplete, going for the... play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Really tough on an offense. Third and long, it's tough to... You know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Well, this defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job, bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
And the ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender. Seeing that ball in the end zone, your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
And he tacks on the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Coming out with it, it's Coffee. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put it track again. Yeah,
they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. One squeeze, this junior knows how to get him on the ground. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit. Nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because...
A timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys, they can do a little bit of everything. They can play their run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Ball in the air, intercepted! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
3rd and Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You could tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that 1st down, makes the big mistake.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Quarterback, man, getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback, man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Looking for room at the 25. Off he goes. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Washington.
When you have so many playmakers on offense like they do, they can score quickly. You just saw it right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Indiana is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to USC. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back has it. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
He can't haul it in. Incomplete. He had him on the crossing route, and he dropped it. Will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Slips through the line. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Huskies come to the line in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Blasted as he lets it go. And they gambled it. Turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
What a great job by this defense. You get the 3rd down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, 4th down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
On the move, he fired. He caught it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
But this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trying to power it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Now the play fake. Into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Spartans.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big.
He's taking the shot. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, heat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This offense has a 2nd down play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a fascinating one going on in East Lansing. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Spartan Stadium.
And the Spartans will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky. Second half, this could be a much different looking football.
From the gun on 3rd down. He's going to run it. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
It's really frustrating for a defense when you cover that first play, and you knew it was going to be a pass, you cover everything short, and then the quarterback just makes something happen. I mean, just good luck trying to get him. That's why he plays QB. That's why he's so dynamic.
He is going nowhere. At the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
On third down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
On third down, offenses have their plays, what they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try to shut it down throughout the game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I got to be honest, I thought this tight end was going to have a much bigger role in this game. They wanted to get him the football early and often, but after that drop here in the second half, he still doesn't have it.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Great job at containing by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll throw one to his right. Makes the grab. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Washington, 28. Michigan State, 14.
Bringing it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Mancuso. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Spartans want to pick up the tempo.
First down for the offense.
It'll be a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. With the defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
And the Spartans will have it 1st and 10.
Really nice job on that throw, just giving his ball. It kind of reminds me about Bill Burke, a guy I played against back in the Citrus Bowl when I was playing. He was throwing to Plaxico Burress, and he just kept putting the football in Plax's range, and we just couldn't stop the two of them. They went up and down the field on us all day long throwing it. If you just give your guy a chance like he did right there, I don't know if this defense can stop them.
On the move. Knocked down at the 29 after a pickup of 4. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Sparty.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll run this play from the pistol. They go to the ground. Nice move there. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And he reels it in inside the 30. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Husky. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida dominated almost from wire to wire. And a game like this makes you harken back to those Chris Leak, Tim Tebow, Brandon Spikes teams that won it all in 2006 and again in 2008. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. That first down was rather unproductive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down from the 16. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Coffee. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And on the heels of that last big play now, you'd love to keep the momentum going and score quick. How about staying aggressive? Try to throw this thing into the end zone. You need to get the ball back, and you need to save as much time as you can.
He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time he's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result, was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield that he could make anything happen.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? And you can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Just about set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Fires one high and deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Nothing but green ahead. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Huskies. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th.
And it's now the 2nd time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate. That's just not going to get it done, David. At this point of the game, you're trailing. You've got to pick up the urgency, and this offense is going to have to get more aggressive throwing downfield.
They're going to have to take shots, but I know that, right? The defense knows that. I'm going to stay deep, and I'm going to let you complete all these passes underneath because the clock running is my friend.
The Spartans headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. It's 4th down now, and this likely the final snap before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his man, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off the play fake. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
On the play.
Multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's taking a deep shot. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff to the single running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Grabbed in the middle, it's Freeman. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
It's now 3rd down.
Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And he's got it for a touchdown, so hold on a second. They're not dead yet. In fact, they're suddenly feeling much better.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Everything going their way right now. Last drive they score, special teams goes out, they execute the onside kick. You need a touchdown now. Can your offense deliver for you here late in the game?
Michigan State has the ball. Okay, 1-possession game, got some time to work with, but you have to make up some ground quickly, David.
Got to be smart.
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold it. Open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They'll immediately call timeout. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Now on second down. They'll toss it to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Open runway ahead. And he gets it into the end zone for the touchdown, and it's not just a touchdown, it is a dagger in this game.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away.
49, Michigan State 35.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Going up top on first down. He wants a big play here late. And the pass goes incomplete, and that's going